Hello friends, I'm Tim Wildsmith, and in this video we're going to be taking a closer look at the King James Version New Testament from Warner Bibles. All right, there's a lot of excitement, a lot of buzz when I recently did an unboxing video with this little guy, the KJV New Testament from Warner Bibles. This is the first Bible released by a new company called Warner Bibles. A guy named Ellis Warner reached out to me and said, hey, we developed this project. Can I send you a copy so you can share with your channel? I did the unboxing video. People were really excited about this. It's a really cool story about a family who said, hey, we'd really love a great quality KJV New Testament. We don't see anything out there that's kind of what we're looking for. So they went on this journey to publish their own Bible, creating the typesetting, working with binderies to figure out what they were going to use and the materials they were going to use. And they really, start to finish, created this project. It took them about a year to make it. Now it's here. It's available. They've already sold a bunch of these online. And I've done the unboxing video, but I wanted to come back and do a full review so you could really see this Bible up close. Really great, kind of personal size, single column, New Testament, really nice red goatskin that's super soft and floppy. Really turned out well. This is a really great first Bible from Warner Bibles, and it's fun to feature someone on the channel, feature a company here on the channel that is starting something new and trying something different. I think it's really cool that they're doing this. So I've also done a written review on my website of this Bible where I've kind of told a little bit more of the story behind Warner Bibles. So I'll put some links to that in the video description, as well as links to where you can find them online and purchase one of these online. But we're going to do an overhead now and really take a closer look at this Bible. Okay, first things first, here's the box. Nice little Celtic cross on the cover. Really clean black box. On one side it says KJV goatskin leather. On the other side it's going to say Warner Bibles. This has a definite, Schuyler Bibles vibe. It's very similar to box to what you'd get from Schuyler. There's the Bible itself. There's that same Celtic cross on there. Now, Ellis Warner told me that that was kind of inspired by the fact that the KJV was developed in the British Isles, so using a Celtic cross as the logo for their company and for the Bibles. Really nice, soft piece of very floppy goatskin. It's got a perimeter stitch around the outside. On the spine, I like the look of this. It's got this kind of Celtic design there 3 different times, but then it says this way, KJV, but then turning it this way, King James Version, New Testament, Warner. Really clean. On the back side of this, it's got a red ribbon and then silver gilding on the pages. You can see the silver there. Looks really nice. On the inside, red end sheets, red liner. It does say goatskin there. Super clean. I think this, very nice pop of red. Their website says burgundy. I would call this more of a true red color. It's very red. It's a deep red, but overall looks really nice. The construction feels good, like it's got all the hallmarks of a nice premium Bible, edge-lined, sewn binding, soft, floppy goatskin. He told me that he talked with a bunch of different manufacturers on this Bible and went with one that's in Hong Kong, and he's really pleased with the way that they turned out. And I think they do. They look really great. They're right in line with some of the other Bibles, the premium Bibles coming out of Asia. So I think they look nice. As far as size goes, 5 inches wide at the text block, 7 inches tall. It's a little bit over 1 inch thick at the text block. So with the cover, it's about 1.25 inches thick. So 5 by 7. I mentioned when I did my unboxing video that it was mid-size, and then halfway through I was like, actually, it's a pretty small Bible. You bring in the personal size Quintel. It's just a little bit wider than the personal size Quintel, but not quite as tall. So it's very, very similar to a PSQ. Now, obviously, this only has the New Testament in it, not the entire Bible, but you're going to see how it's laid out. But really great size, good look and feel on the outside. I think it turned, this is their first Bible. I think it turned out really nice. Okay, so let's open this up. You get a few blank sheets, a little thicker cardstock up here. Here's your title page. It says the New Testament, King James Version, Warner Bibles. You see published by Warner Bibles in Georgia. So that's that font right there is called Kells SD. It's more of a Celtic looking font. They used a different font for the drop caps as well as the text in the Bible. So there's copyright information here. And then you get a table of contents. And then it goes straight into, there's an introduction. This is from the publisher, so an introduction. And then there you see the drop caps. So they used a typeface for the drop caps called Ann Stone. And then Ellis told me that his wife designed the actual drop caps everywhere. Little title page for New Testament, the Gospel. And then you open it up. So you've got this little fish logo in there at the beginning, red letter for the the chapter titles, not the chapter titles, the book titles, red letter for the chapter titles as well. And then here you get into the text itself. So it's a single column. It's fully justified right to left on the page. So I'm going to kind of just get this open a little bit. It is red letter, as you can see. I'm just going to open this here. I'm in the Acts of the Apostles. So you can kind of see the layout here. Single column. It's fully justified. There are no paragraph breaks. There are no, like, it literally goes straight through. There's no indentions or anything like that. I noted in my unboxing video that I thought it was unique that they did chapter and verse numbers all the way throughout. One of the things that Ellis told me, as you see, if you open the Bible to this page, you don't see a chapter number because of the typesetting and how big the typeface is. They're stretching it out a little bit. So you go from, here's chapter 2 of Acts. When you get in here to chapter 2, if you turn to this page, you wouldn't see the heading for chapter 2 anywhere. So they wanted to put those chapter numbers in there so you could find your place. Does that make sense? So there you go to chapter 3. But then again, here's chapter 3. So as far as the setup goes, single column, fully justified. To me, that feels more like it's almost like a reader Bible because it just goes straight through. There's not a lot of breaks. There's no cross-references and things kind of cluttering up the page, but you do get those chapter and verse numbers, so you kind of can keep your place. So it's not a true reader without verse numbers and things like that, but you see it slightly bolded, or they are bold, so you can find your place really easily. When you get into red letter sections, like down here, when the verse starts with red letter, it's going to be red letter text. Pull this up so you can see it. So that verse starts with red letter, so it's red letter on the verse, chapter verse there, it's black. But looks really nice. It's a 11-point, the typeface is called Day Roman, so it's an 11-point Day Roman typeface on 40 GSM paper. It's fairly opaque. I'm looking at the camera right now, and the paper to my eye down below the camera looks more opaque. Sometimes the camera makes it look less opaque than it really is, but it's nice paper, 40 GSM. It's got almost an inch, probably about a 3/4 of an inch margin, both on the inside and the outside of the page. So if you wanted to take a little bit of notes here, you could do that. It feels like the text has a lot of room to breathe on the page, which I like. Yeah, so it's the red letter really pops off the page. You have the drop caps are going to use the same red. 40 GSM, single column, red letter, 11-point type. You got that interesting chapter and verse number section. I mean, I noted a couple of places here where, like, so on this page, right, there's no type down here at the bottom of this page, and there's like one hanging verse up there. There's a couple of, I've seen that in a couple of places, but there's just a quirky little typesetting thing where I would have put that text down here and then started chapter 10 at the top of the page. There's a couple of places where I noticed that, but again, this is their first Bible. I'm sure they spent a lot of time and energy trying to get this, and there's not going to be, I'm sure there's going to be, if you took a fine-tooth comb with any Bible, I love it when people do that. They're like, did you see that Skylar has chapter 5 in Philippians? And people are like, I can't believe they did that. And I'm like, well, no, that's what happens when you're making Bibles, you're typesetting Bibles. Things happen. But overall, this is pretty straightforward. You basically start in Matthew, you go through Revelation, single column, plenty of room to breathe, like I said on the page. You can see the nice cascading signatures in there for this text block being sewn together. I think that it's just it ticks a lot of boxes in terms of it's single column, it's KJV, it's just a New Testament, that sort of thing. Like here, it makes sense where it doesn't go to the end of that page because you have a new chapter, so they just kind of did a break for that page. I like that. But overall, it looks pretty good. It feels pretty good. It's nice to have a small, that's another thing, it's a small New Testament. At the end of the Bible, there's no concordance or maps or anything like that. You just get a few blank sheets of actual Bible paper in here, and then a couple sheets of cardstock to close it out. But looks good, feels good. Yeah, looks really great on the outside. There you go. So there you have it, the KJV New Testament from Warner Bibles. Cool project, right? It's really neat to hear about Ellis and his family and this journey that they went on to publish this Bible. I'm really happy that they did this. It's really neat, and I'm excited to see what they do next. Maybe they're going to do some other projects. So if you'd like to check this out, I'm going to put some links in the description of this video. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, so drop those in the comments. And definitely if you have questions, leave those in the comments as well. and I'll get back to you with an answer. You can also find links to Bible Review Blog on Instagram and Facebook. I posted some beautiful photos of this Bible on Instagram, so definitely check those out. Join us on Facebook as well. We have a great community out there that we would love for you to be a part of. And before you go, as always, if you'd hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. All of those things help me reach more people here on YouTube. And my goal is to help people find a Bible that's right for them. So maybe you're looking for a quality King James Version New Testament that kind of this fits the bill. If so, pick one up. If not, surf around my channel, find some other Bible videos. I've got a lot of great Bible-related content right here on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.